Welcome, friend. Welcome to Morrowind. Welcome, friends. Welcome back to Vardenfell. We're here in this large dwarven ruin, having been thrown back, I don't know, some amount of time, thanks to the targeted assassination of my cat at the end of the last episode. Thord isn't here. Thord is safely back in Sweden, and I'm sure this episode will be all the poorer for it. But today you've just got me again. Sorry. And on top of that, I am quite impressively tired, even by my own high standards. I only had a few hours sleep last night, so I can't guarantee how long this will be, or how coherent, or indeed anything else. But I can guarantee it'll at least be some Morrowind, and I wanted to try to record something on time regardless, because I'm fed up of letting things slip for weeks at a time through general, stuff. So here we are. I'm reassured to see that we're back to looking spectacularly insane again. That's really quite an outfit. Good work, Sarah. Good work. We were doing something. See if the journal has any hints for us. Nope. Just explore. Cranky Dwemer tools. No. I remember my weight was little. Yeah, my weight's a bit rough. I'll try not to just completely haul everything. Clearly I've been down here. We did spend quite a lot of time looking for leaks and stuff. Don't appear to have whatever I need for this, but that's something. Hopefully there'll be less time this time running around looking for that pipe, which I completely failed to notice repeatedly. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I think I can remember roughly where it was. I assume I've been through this stuff. And what's that? Rubber. Better take it. There was a whole bunch of stuff in the previous thing before, up the stairs from the weirdly light polluted area. Let's see if we can find some stuff that might repair sparkling doodads, so to speak. No, I haven't even looted these yet. Still, some rubies are nice. Some emeralds. Very flash. They would certainly help my startling financial situation. Though having said that, I dare say it's difficult to sell that sort of thing nowadays if you don't have provenance, receipts and so on. I doubt that I found it in a dwarven ruin go down well with your average jeweler. You'd probably get pretty poor rates for that sort of stuff. Yeah, armor. I remember the armor. This mysterious power mechanism. Does that mean we didn't do ourselves a coherer yet? There's one down here that I passed, wasn't there? It really is going to be like that, isn't it? Hello, there we are. I have sorted that out. Good. Maybe that piece of rubber was what I needed for this sparking chappy? Be nice. No. So clearly it's earlier back than this. I don't remember there being anything much apart from random loot up on top of this, but my memory is not the most trustworthy thing at the best of times. So I should have a look, shouldn't I? I'm not seeing anything offhand. Entirely sure I want to be standing here. Might mean a messy death if I'm not careful. I probably should have gone around the other side, shouldn't I? Still. Okay, let's look back out here. That's where we came in from. Is there a bunch of equipment in one of these things, maybe? It's a possibility. Ghosts. Are you hostile? You are not hostile. Wire. That looks useful. I think I need a gyro, I beg his pardon. That's extremely impressive. I don't have anything like the weight to go looking around all this stuff. But, you know, these things are sent to test us. Let's see if that wire does the trick. You'd hope. You'd certainly hope. I'm going to try not to mumble too much. Again, kind of part and parcel of the whole really a bit too tired thing. But I'll try to keep my voice up. I've plugged that. That's reassuring. You were through here and down through here, is that right? Maybe on the other side. Maybe you're on the other side. Okay. Yes, there we are. No, wire wasn't enough. I mean, it's not actually sparking at the moment. Is there any chance I've already fixed it? It is turning. I guess we could hope. That's an encouraging noise. Yes. Oh, that's better. That's no longer glowing anymore. Yeah, sorry. Not that one. The mind's a terrible thing to lose. Okay, that's still not moved off. But I think the fact that everything is running and that chunk of stuff has stopped being so bright and glowy probably means that we've done what needs to be done in this chunk immediately. So on that optimistic basis, let's just have a little look around to make sure there's nothing else that needs to be pressed or anything. No crank or gear or what have you. And let's try having a look around the other side of the thingy. I do seem to remember heading to the far right last time, rather than going straight to the left. So maybe we have to do things in here, then go back down to the left-hand area again. Oh, this expanse of fire is familiar. They liked their lava, didn't they, the dwarves? I wonder what that says about them. Because you don't see a huge amount of lava forges or anything. Not like Dwarf Fortress, where they're pouring lava through sluice gates into big things for smelting iron and making warhammers and stuff. This is a very different kind of Dwarf Fortress, if you'll pardon the lame-ass pun. Glass darts. That feels familiar. And indeed, there's quite a few of them. You'll notice I'm saving quite a bit more regularly than usual. You never know when your cat's going to suddenly come charging in and reach under the thing that protects your keyboard and all the way into specifically the F9 key and hit auto reload. You'd think it wouldn't be a thing that happens, but my experience is that the cats seem to be much better at doing random things on the computer than, honestly, I am half the time. Some of the stuff they activate I have no idea that existed. I hear some skittering. It's you. That won't help you now. There's something behind me as well. Isn't it nice that time pauses while you're in the inventory? Oh, it's you. How about you, sir? I opened those, didn't Lock level 60, huh? German pick should do it. Do I have one partially used? I do have one partially used. Very nice. White woe. Dwarven lockpick. Dwarven probe. Decent quality. Cup. Goose. You. I prefer to go to the left first. Dr. Ruth Westheimer says it doesn't matter. What does she know? Also, this might be a circle anyway. Maybe not a circle, maybe a former circle. Lots of jewelry. Be a profitable trip. That's convenient. Hope they don't expect me to platform off that. This really isn't a very platformy sort of game. Some mods do add some platforming elements, but the controls aren't quite precise enough. And I have big chunks of ham instead of hands anyway. So it's always a bit of a challenge. How about you, friend? How about you too? Not sure why I keep checking centurions and things for treasure. Habit, I suppose. But I think we're getting to the point where... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm going to keep checking, because if I don't, then I'm going to start worrying that... yeah, no, don't punch the thing, that's no use. I'm going to start worrying that I'm deliberately missing things. Reuses, fine. Let's try that again. Okay. An actually challenging lock. Makes a pleasant change. Thank you very much. Sorry about the thumping. Dwarven halberd. Beast boots, huh? Nice, but I haven't got the weight for it. That looks like something I might need to have. Sorry about the background stuff. Life is full of eels. So this device appears to be buggered. Just listed as strange. This is the one we saw a minute ago. Nothing obviously wrong with it. Right, so... Clearly there's something wrong with this thing. But I'm not getting any noticeable interaction spots. And I haven't spotted any levers. Ah, missing a cog. Right, of course it is. I don't pick up cogs, but there was one around here somewhere. Is it in one of the chests? In one of the chests. But you really have to examine these damn things carefully, don't you? And I'm going to put some stuff in. Metal key. Clamp tool. Clamp tool. Crank tool. And got one of those, two of those. Coils, they're quite light. I'll do for the moment. And there's another one, I guess. So where did I see the last cog, the other cog? Or do I actually have to go and get one back from somewhere else? That's not impossible. Ah, no, I think there was only one of these, wasn't there? There, for example. They certainly don't make it super easy to spot these things necessarily. It appears to be working. Good. Does that mean something's happened in one of these spots? So glad I don't appear to have to go get that. I mean, everything's running, right? Is there anything dodgy up here? I don't think so. No, this is a straight shot just back to the section. Generally, sections are more or less self-contained. I'm not sure what the objective of this chunk is, though. They wouldn't know. Nothing is leaping out at me, so does that mean we should poke our heads into the central section and see if we've done whatever needed to be done in here? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? This really wasn't the right day for me to decide to do a puzzly section of stuff, so I do apologise for that. But then, if the main goal of watching this stuff is just to relax and watch me bumble around through weird environments, then, you know, job done. And I kind of suspect that's probably 3/4 of the appeal. Certainly you're not here for the high-octane action. You wouldn't be watching Morrowind to start with if you were, because, you know, that's just not the way it was built. So, assuming this isn't deathly dull and you are still watching, and of course if you're not, you'll never know, and I suppose I could probably check YouTube analytics or something to see that, you know, 95% of people stopped watching at the 3-minute mark or something like that, but that just sounds like a depressing thing to do, so I don't see why I'd do that. Like, You know, okay, yeah, sure, professionals, blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, that's nice. Was that working beforehand? I don't remember. Talk to you. You stopped the steam. Thank you, Upworlder. We can finally resume our duties in peace now. You're very welcome. It's my pleasure. What does my journal say? The Dwemer ghosts thank me for bringing them peace. I like the way that ring is just randomly highlighted. I should return to Marcolius de Paladin to conclude my report. Yes, Fargoth's ring. Don't think they were talking about Fargoth's ring when they said bringing. Just a guess. I'm glad I could help. I'm sure that since you're ghosts, you won't mind if I just grab some of the physical stuff still lying around. If I'm able to. There's a lot of decent armor here. Is that the only chest? I like that. I like it for the games. To quote Space Hunter Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. If you've never seen Space Hunter Adventures in the Forbidden Zone, be grateful. Because that's like 90 minutes of your life that you haven't sacrificed to the gods of rampant idiocy. It's old. Very old now. And bad. Very bad even then. No better now, I'm sure. Probably worse. Worse? How could it be worse? I think the line that stuck with me the most profoundly was, "Find them yourself, Earther, we have blood loss here." Which, frankly, tells you just about everything you need to know about the damn thing. I'm not really sure what I was wittering about before Space Hunter, but obviously nothing much. There's a lot of nice bits and pieces in here that could be good to thieve, including, as mentioned, lots of armor, but I don't really have the capacity, and given the rest of the Astrologians Guild stuff so far, I doubt any of it is going anywhere. I don't think they're going to make this impossible to get back to. So there's that. I can always come and find it if I need to. I will have to go back to my house on the Bitter Coast at some point and drop off all these little trinkets that I've been saving for decoration and so on. Because although they don't weigh a huge amount individually, they certainly add up. I'm not sure I can remember how to... Nova? What are you doing just hanging there? Is this your sudden yet inevitable betrayal? Hello, Nova.
Welcome, friend.
There you are, Sarah. Did you find anything interesting? For some reason, I feel driven to reveal everything to her, which seems foolish. Dwarven astrologers. That is certainly something. Maybe they can be of use to us as long as they don't go mad. Say, did you see this door here? I could possibly get this opened if you were willing to help. Of course, I'd need to use my magicka, which could be dangerous. Yeah, sure. How can I help? As you saw last time, using powerful magicka seems to create a rift from the Oblivion realm. Just stay close to me, Sarah. It's just over here. Okay. Okay, I'm close. Close enough, apparently. Pretty aggressive, frankly. A couple of significant flame atronachs. I'm not so worried about Dwemer. .2. Take that. Very much fire salts for a bunch of Dwemer, for a bunch of Atronachs. Do I have a potion of restore chinchillas? What if I magica? Yeah. Oh no, that's not chinchillas. I don't know if you've ever met a chinchilla. They remind me a bit of Fizzgig from the Dark Crystal. Very small things with a huge amount of mouth. You go on ahead, Syra. I really need to rest and recover. For some reason, this was a lot more tiresome than before. But I'll meet you back at the Twilight Citadel. Don't you worry about me. Oh, I won't. It'll be fine. Yeah, you've certainly done a thing. Wasn't I supposed to go and talk to Marcolius, though? Isn't very big. Orbital Dwemer Quira. Orbital Dwemer Quiras. Shiny. Are we going into space? I mean, there isn't any space. Are we going up into the sky and trying to reach through the holes in reality to where the source of magic lives? That'd be exciting. Probably fatal, but exciting. Well, no, I mean, that's how some of the high elves... This is an interesting armor piece, Syra. Try asking those Dwemer astrologers. Maybe they can tell you what it does, or even better, make it functional. Maybe they can.
Welcome, friend.
You're starting to echo. Did you always echo? Not sure I remember. Twilight Citadel. Yeah. I suppose you've always echoed at least a little bit, but that seemed a bit more echoey than usual. Are you becoming a bit more transcendent? Maybe that's your arc. Maybe we're supposed to develop a deep fascination for you before you inevitably transcend beyond the stars. Excuse me. That armor. Bring it to the Master Astrologer. Okay. You are not the Master. You are not the Master. None of you appear to be the Master. That means the Master is somewhere else. At least that would be the implication, wouldn't it? Are there three of us? Four of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would you tell me where they are? No. Are you through that door we couldn't get through back there? Oh, do you mean Neloth, perhaps? He's a master astrologian rather than an astrologer. But maybe you mean round here? Maybe this barrier has finally elided itself and we can progress through the metal wall or something? Also, well, that was just fortify, not restore, wasn't it? Okay, fair enough. No. No, not there. Let's go talk to the vampire. Marcolius, or whatever he's called. I don't know if I can remember the eccentric accent that Thor put on for him. Sorry, Thor. It was quite something. But I'm sure I can come up with something, at least as preposterous. And he deserves it anyway. He doesn't deserve anything resembling a vaguely sane accent. The Master Astrologer.
I'm still in pretty good shape.
Keep telling yourself that, friend.
It wants something. What does it have?
It wants to talk to the silly boss. Marcolius, old chap. Very old chap.
Report?
Revealed to him a full report.
Interesting. Your duties are finished. I no longer need you here. Leave and report back to Goth.
I really want to kill you. Well, let's see if Goth can... Ow, you tuneless bitch. Stop whistling. Stop it. Damn vampires.
What was that?
See, I think
Please.
I'm not. Was the stone thing in here somewhere? Yes. Okay. Nerengoth moves around. Nova and Bastia are in the chambers, and Nerengoth is in the observatory. Thank you.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
You've already done it. I appreciate the offer. I don't like going over those things. That's not the right way. There's not enough cranks. We don't have slaves here with the astrologians. Nerengoth.
You're in good company, friend. Welcome.
Well, let's talk about duties. It looks like our time in this place is coming to an end. I need you to meet with Jimori Nerlian again, far to the north of Vardenfell. He's likely started operations on a charter of land for our guilds. While you're doing that, I need to head to the Duke and fork over a large payment. Just make sure everything goes smoothly, or wait until I arrive. To get there, find Vaz and go north. I'll mark that on your map. I've marked Vaz on your map. Get there and head north to the charter of land where Jimori will be waiting for you. Waiting? Waiting for you. Enchanters. Yes, fine. I think I'm still too dumb. Yes, I'm still too dumb to be advanced, but that's fine. Yes. I think it would be a possible error to leave here at this time. So let's go here and
Ours is to ask. What does the visitor want?
not fall into the depths. Is she headed off? She's headed off. Yeah, let's park ourselves by the entrance to this thing, and then hopefully this will remind me that it's probably wise to find wherever the Master Astrologer is. before progressing further. Oh, you're there. You're just hiding. I've no idea what a dwarven voice sounds like. That cuirass is something I haven't seen in a long time. I am also skilled in armor smithing. I could restore that piece if you wish, but in return I have a favour to ask you. I need 3 power cores to make sure this station stays running. In return I will restore your armor. Give me the armor piece now so I can begin preparations. Bring me 3 cores and I will do this for you. There are none left here in Galom Daeus. You will need to visit other locations. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's mark here. Just in case. Need more magicka. So the fortify wasn't really what we needed. Okay, good. On that note, I think I'm going to call it an afternoon. We've managed to make our way through the Galom Daeus stuff. We can get back here with power cores. I think I've got at least 1 on me. If I remember rightly. Yeah. Got 1. So, find some more power cores, bring armor back, get spiffy space armor. And, yeah, we'll get on that. Glad I did come back here. I hadn't noticed him at the back before. That would have been very annoying if I'd spent too much time running around like a loon. But on that score, I'm going to head off. Sorry if this has been a weird one. I'm really a bit too tired to tell. I will try to get this up for Sunday night. Should be doable. Anyway, I really ought to be back to properly once a weeking. There is not much in the way of immediate interruptions coming up, and, you know, random health nonsense aside, everything should be good. Oh, I'm still in spellcasting crouch, am I? How fetching. Dear me. What a mishmash. Still, that's the way of things. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I like the orrery in the background. And have as good a week as you can. Stay safe. Stay well. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.